Hello everyone, welcome to IMRT Reviews. I'm RT, and today we are reviewing Zack Snyder's Justice League because we live in a society where the Snyder Cut actually got released. Isn't that right, Warner Brothers? So yes, we are finally reviewing the Snyder Cut. It's been released. What a miracle that is. It seemed like a bit of a myth for a very long time, but the internet persevered and it's actually here. And when I saw it on my big screen, I was like, well done internet, because it was an absolute treat to watch. So let's get straight into the review. We're going to start off with the cons, because we like to end on positive in this channel, because we like to be positive. And to be quite frank, there are a lot more positives than there are negatives of this film. So let's get straight into it. So from the off, I did notice a little thing where the CGI looked a little bit off sometimes, but I'd say 97% of the time the CGI did look perfect. But there's some times where I was like, okay, that doesn't look great, but I do understand why, because they only had like $70 million extra to improve everything, and it's a 4-hour long film, so they really had to spread that money out. So it's understandable, and it didn't really take me out of the movie at all, so I felt okay. The second thing, Zack Snyder has some really weird soundtrack choices sometimes. Like there's a couple of moments where he just puts an actual song in there, and I just don't know why he does it, because it just kind of takes me out of the moment, because I'm like, why is this song here? They could have just got more of that incredible Junkie XL soundtrack, but no, he just puts a weird song in there. That was the only other thing I could really say was a con to this movie. Some people won't like the massive amount of slow motion in the film. I am a massive Zack Snyder fanboy. Don't mind it because I love the slow motion, but it might be a problem for some people. Okay, so I'm just going to throw that out there. Now, I've run out of cons, so let's get straight into the positives, because I have so much to talk about with this movie, because it was just a really fun time, and it was just a blast from the first minute to the hour number 4, because it's a 4-hour film. He got a 4-hour film made. What a man. So, yeah, I want to talk about two things straight away. Cyborg and The Flash. Because I wasn't originally going to talk about the 2017 movie and compare it at all, but what they did to those two characters was a crime in that film. Compared to this one, they got rid of so much of the Cyborg backstory. They made The Flash completely unimportant, and he's one of my favourite characters in the DC Comics. I'd say it's probably like Batman, then The Flash. So to see The Flash be extremely important to the story in this film really did make me happy. And the massive impact that he does make at the end, obviously no spoilers, it made me really emotional, I'm not gonna lie. I've been a massive fan of the show. I'm a big fan of the graphic novels, and to see The Flash live up to his potential on the big screen, well, the big screen at home, in a big budget live action movie, it was just really special. And yeah, there were genuine man tears. There were man tears, I'm not afraid to say it. But yeah, and then we had the Cyborg storyline. His storyline was butchered in the 2017 version. I was like, oh, okay, it's Cyborg in the 2017 version. This film, he's layered. You feel for him. He's kind of like the heart of the movie, a lot of people were saying. And you do really feel that. I felt like I was going to get some more man tears during this film because of him. And Ray Fisher does a great job. I really do hope we see him in another film. There's rumours of him in a film with The Flash, in a Flashpoint, so that'd be really cool. If that film ever gets made, we don't know. Hopefully the Snyder Cut continues. Fingers crossed. And then, yeah, the performances overall were fantastic. I'm always gonna love Henry Cavill and Batfleck. Just something about Batfleck. Maybe it's the 8-pack. Maybe it's the great beard. So you've copied my beard. I don't know. I just like Batfleck. Maybe it's because he's so brutal. Oh, I'm a big fan of the Punisher. I don't know. Henry Cavill's Superman, I think he's going to please a lot of people, because he seems to be a little bit more like, the happy Boy Scout kind of Superman in this film. He has some great lines, and I think he'd do greatly improve on the 2017 edition once again. And I don't know how the black suit got cut. Like, that is a travesty. So yeah, having the black suit Superman in this film was extremely satisfying. I loved it. It looked great. I want to see it again. Hopefully we do. So then we go into... It's kind of obvious. I mean, I'm a big Zack Snyder fanboy, so I'm always going to say this anyway. But the Zack Snyder visuals are once again most pleasing. I don't know why. He's so good. Everything on the screen is just mind-blowing. Cinematography is insane. I love all the slow motion scenes. I know it's not for everyone, but I just think it's great. It's beautiful to look at. It leaves me jaw dropped the entire time. But it does increase the runtime by quite a bit, so that will also annoy some people. But it didn't annoy me. I'm a big fan of slow-paced character development. Slow-paced stories of characters that get really fleshed out. Okay, I really like it when they take the time with them and just slow down the film and just speak to them for a bit. You know, it feels like a nice one-to-one. We get to know the characters. I'm a big fan of that. So when you have a 4-hour film, there is a lot of that. But for me, it didn't really slow down the film at all, and was a pleasant surprise of like how much depth they do add to the characters in this. And it did still feel a lot quicker than some 2.5-hour films like Transformers 4 and 5. Yeah, those films, they felt like a year. It felt like an absolute year. So now we come on to one of the most important parts of any movie: the villain. Steppenwolf was a lot more fleshed out in this film, but he's still a bit generic. He's still a bit one note. Like, we get to understand why he's doing his things in this film, but I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. But he's still a big improvement on the 2017 edition. But Steppenwolf, even though it was an improvement, still isn't like a great villain for me personally. He looked great, and the action scenes were fantastic, but yeah, he doesn't really do it for me. But Darkseid is really cool, and I've seen a lot of people comparing him to Thanos already, and people need to stop doing that, because at this time in the MCU, the first Avengers movie, Thanos was just a smiling face in a post-credit scene. Okay, that was it, and look how epic he turned out. In this film, we get like 10 minutes of footage of Darkseid, and I think he's epic. Just give it time. I'm sure he'll turn out epic. Zack Snyder does a job. So just believe. Okay? Believe. Hopefully we get to see more of him. Hopefully the Snyderverse continues. So just be patient. Stop with the Thanos comparisons, because that's just unfair. The MCU's had 24 films. Thanos has had Infinity War and Endgame. Stop the comparisons. No need for it. Okay? Just be patient. And most importantly, Darkseid has destroyed 100,000 worlds. I got the quote one. Turned 100,000 worlds to dust. Like, how epic is that? It's so epic. And most importantly, we'll come to Jared Leto's Joker. I'm a big Jared Leto fan. As you can see, there's a 30 Seconds to Mars tattoo there. And he blew me away. I'm just a massive fan of him. I'm a massive fan of this Joker. It's a lot better than the Suicide Squad one. That was a bit iffy. I still enjoyed it, but wasn't hitting the potential that there was there. But in this film there is. And the scene itself, it felt like it was ripped out straight out of a comic book, because it was probably the most comic accurate Joker I've ever seen. And I really liked that. I really did. So, in a summary of this film, it's a great time. It's a great time. If you like Zack Snyder, you will enjoy it. If you like Man of Steel, like me. If you like Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition, like me, you're going to like this film. So if you do like those films, make sure you watch it, because we want more. Please, go and watch this movie, okay? Let's give it a rating. My rating system is going to be number 1, masterpiece. Number 2, must watch. Number 3, Saturday night Netflix movie. Number 4, don't add it to your Netflix list. And number 5, don't go through it, because I put myself through it for you, okay? I'm going to give Zack Snyder's Justice League a must watch, because it has to be watched. Watch it. We want more. I want more. So watch it. Okay, so if you've enjoyed this review, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe. Please like, and let me know what you thought of Zack Snyder's Justice League and Jared Leto's Joker. I really would like to know what you thought of him, because I want to see more of it. Please. Okay, I'll see you soon.